Good morning students, and this is the next tutorial and lecture number 2, how to create a table in Microsoft Excel. So I'm going to create a table. Let's go to the Excel. I'm going to minimize this, click here as usual and write Microsoft Excel, or you can select it from the list of the menu here. I will do the same here. Now this is the general screen once again. I'm just going to increase the size by zooming in of the Excel. Now this is the general Excel as we discussed in the first tutorial. I'm just going to create a table over here, and the name of the table, first of all you need to think what kind of table you need, right? So you have to think the title of the table. Now the today's title of the table is a table about products I want to create here. So I'm just going to select the cell. This is A1. From the first cell I'm just going to write the title of the table. I will write here table of products. For example, this is my table. Now you can just simply come here. First of all you need to write whenever you are creating a table in Excel. So you need to write first of all. Once you finish writing, then you can design and you can adjust the contents of the table. So I will do the same here. I want to write here the field names, or you can say in the columns what sort of columns you want to add here. So write the names of the column. For example, first of all I will write here cereal, and then you have a tab key. In the notes I mentioned the tab key, TAB key you have here, that is above the caps lock at the left side of your keyboard. You can see this. So I'm just pressing one tab key, so it will jump to the next column over here. Now you can simply come here and write here another field name, that is for example name of product. I will write here. Similarly the third one, I will press once again the tab key to jump to the next column. I will write here for example quantity for different cities I want to write. Let's say quantity I will write here for Sohar. Similarly I will write here for example quantity for Muscat, and here let's say I want to write here quantity for Boremi. So this is how I'm writing. You can see students here in the columns the data is not very much clear. Name of P is here, but the complete word is not here. Similarly here in the next column you cannot see all of these, all of the data or the contents of this cell. So far leave it. I will come back to this. First of all I want to write here as I said. So I will write here the names of the products. For example, I want to add the product is a milk. Let's say here for example I want to write here chocolates. Let's say here I want to write biscuits. For example here I want to write ballpoints. For example notebooks, markers, watches, t-shirts, torchlights and juices. These are the 10 different product names I'm writing over here. This is a very simple table is this. Now you can simply come here and write the quantity of this. For example in quantity I will write here, let's say milk bottles I need for example 80. Here for example this is for, you can see this is for Sohar. For Muscat let's say I want to write here 78. For Boremi for example 50. I will write here. Similarly I will write for all of these. Let's say chocolates are here 52. For example here is let's say 42. Write randomly the data whatever you like. So I'm just going to write here write here the same, randomly put the data. Similarly here I will write randomly the data. Similarly here I'm going to write the data in the third column for Boremi. Right. So this is the data, for example. Now you can see my table is completed. I don't want to add any more columns. Here I have the 10 different products over here. If you see here, students, the left side in serial I didn't wrote anything, but I will come back to this, right, to make it easy. Now my table is, for example, completed. I want to adjust the table. So the first thing I should do here is I have to come to the title and adjust the title. You can see the title, students. If you click on cell A1, so you can see table of products here. But if you click on this B1, nothing is here. It means all the text that you wrote here, this is the part of cell A1 only. So I'm just going to maximize this. This is the last column with E. E is the last column. If you click on this F, nothing is here. So it means E is my last column. So I'm just going to adjust this. So I will select the table from A1 to here E1 column. From A1, this is the first column, E1 is the last column. So I will select from here till here. So select all of this, and here you will have an option merge and center. So I'm simply clicking on this. When you click on this, you can see all this complete is one single cell now. So wherever you click here, wherever you click till from cell A1 to E1, you will get the same data over here in the formula bar. Now similarly here I will come back. What I want to do here is I will come here because this is not very much clear, so different ways here you have to make it clearly visible. I will tell you both of the ways, different ways I will tell you here. You can come here, for example, if you like, come here and select this edge of the cell. So you can see the arrow and double-sided. Simply double click here. When you double click here, you can see now this is very much clear. Similarly, you can come here, double click on this. Similarly, click here, double click here. Or if you want to do it once together, so select all of these from A column to E column. This is my last. Please don't forget that this is your last column. This is not our last. I mean, F is not the last column. We have column E, that is the last one. So simply come here, click on format, and then you can see here auto fit row height is here and auto fit column width is here. So I have the column, I'm selecting the column this time, so you can select the column from here. If you want to adjust the row, you can adjust the row as well, but let's do for the column first. So if you select this column, click here, I will do again auto fit column width, so the whole table will be adjusted automatically. Now you can see. Similarly, if you have any issue with row, for example, your row height is different and you want to adjust, so you can select all the table from here, click here, and then auto fit row height. So if you select this, it will give you automatic settings over here. Now you can see my table, it is adjusted from A column to E column. Now you can simply come here in the serial. As I said, I have two ways, different ways are here. One way is, for example, to write here 1. If you write 1 here, and I mean serial wise, if you want to write 1 by 1, so write here 1 2 3 4 and so on, like this. You can write till the last row over here, but I'm not going to do like this. Why? Because if you have, for example, in hundreds and thousands of rows over here, by this way it would be difficult for you to write 1 2 3. Why? Because it takes very much time and it's time consuming. So I will simply come here. You can see, move the cursor over here and hold on control key. When you press control key, you will see a small another plus over here. Now hold on control